Alright, let's start the day from daily on eurusd. So as you can see, yesterday obviously ended up being bearish, and for today my bias is also bearish on daily, and obviously my target is yesterday's low and after that the last week's low. So now let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame, on which you can see currently still 2 hour left for this candle to close, and we do have taken this high sweep. After that, obviously on the 4-hour price is just respecting this bearish fair value gap. Either without that there ain't anything to be talked about right now. Now let's quickly take a look at the H1. Well, this is something interesting. On the H1 you can see in one side we do have this bullish fair value gap which is holding the price toward upside. On the other side, price has taken liquidity and created this order block and has the bearish fair value gap, from which currently price is respecting and creating a couple of engulfing candle, which is obviously saying so much that price is very likely to move bearish from this area. And you can see price has taken this liquidity on H1 as well. Now let's take a look at the M15. Okay, on M15 what I wanted to see is a sweep of London high and then shift structure after that, but it seems I'm not going to get that, because as you can see price has swept this high already and now created couple of engulfing candle on hourly. So yeah, that's the tricky thing. What my plan would be is either execute on a bearish fair value gap from either from M15 or M5. But funny thing to notice is that price has been consolidating for a longer time, from which it has just broken. So I think it would be a retest entry. But let's see how it turn out. And yep, that's it on the Euro USD. Now let's take a look at gold. Let's start from daily on gold. On gold, you can see there ain't any bearish PDA on daily time frame to hold the price bearish, which is why price has ended up creating some bullish order block, from which I do expect the price to move bearish. I mean bullish until when? Until price reach this bearish fair value gap. So yeah, that's the plan on daily. My bias is bullish on gold. Now if I take a look at, by the way, ignore these two red dots. If I take a look at the 4-hour, you can see after having this market structure, 4-hour is consistently bullish. Again, currently price is also respecting this bullish order block. So yeah, that's the thing on gold. Now if I take a look at the H1, H1 is also bullish. You can see price is respecting this bullish fair value gap. I mean, I love it when price respect these areas. Now let's take a look at the M15. On M15 we do have these lows, which after all swept by this one, and we do have a fair value gap in here, from which currently price is respecting. I mean, price is so clean on gold in M15. But one thing to mention is that, I mean, one thing to keep in mind is that you can see price is consistently taking rejection from these areas, and this one is a bearish 4-hour area, I believe, from which price is continuously rejecting, taking rejection. You can see during the Asia price was able to break above this one, and now we are again in the range. So if I mark a fib to see whether it is a continuation or not, so it would be like this, and current price is reacting from 0.6, which is obviously showing that it's just going to be like this. So for this area, for this to take this move, what I want to see is something like this. So this part has already happened. Now I'm waiting for this one, the market structure shift on the M15, and I am free to go for bullish direction with gold. So yeah, that's pretty much it for planning of this one. Now let's see how the execution goes. Update, I do have my bullish order on the gold after having the market structure shift as I had planned, which is, as you can see, price has just swept this low, shifted the structure on this one, so I'm planning to execute on this one. So I have my buy limit order on here. So yeah, let's see how it turn out. I don't think that's going to be taken out because gold doesn't like giving any type of pullbacks. So yet let's see. I did what I have to do, and my risk is going to be only 0.63%. Now if I take a look at the euro USD, so price has taken the liquidity from London as I wanted to see. So all I'm looking for right now is a market structure shift toward sell side, and I'm free to go with it. So yeah, let's see. Trump is speaking right now, which is why we do have these big swings, and yep, that's it. Well, on Euro USD, it wasn't turn out well because you can see price has taken the liquidity above that as I wanted to see, but there wasn't any market structure shift. It just went straight up while breaking above this one. If I take a look at hourly time frame, then there's no way price is going to be bearish because price has shifted the structure. Still I execute, which is again, it was fairly my mistake. It was out of my time window and everything is wrong on this one. Now let's take a look at the gold, in which you can see, as I have planned, price did create the market structure after having the liquidity but wasn't able to execute from this area, so I did execute after having this engulfing candle on the M15. My plan was that there we have this fair value gap. If price is going to be bullish, then if it make a engulfing candle while breaking above this one, then it means it's just respecting this bullish fair value gap and we are ready to go bullish. So I did execute on this one. My initial SL was at this order block, but then the thing I did is I started looking at M5, and as you know, on M5 price is a bit more clear than M15. So in M5 my plan was that okay, if price broke above this high, then we are free to go bullish, but it didn't. It just reversed from here, and I was like, okay, it's just not looking good. So I exit manually, which is not was part of the plan. And as soon I exit from this trade, it just moved straight away from bullish. And then I execute once again another time on here, and yeah, took me out. After that, moved to other side. So yep, yesterday wasn't a good. It was a good day. Price did exactly what I wanted to see in gold, not in the EU, but that's okay. But the gold was good, execution was good, but the managing was so bad, so bad. It was a bullshit managing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yesterday I took like 3 trades, 2 on gold and 1 is Euro USD. That means I'm minus 3%, but that's not the case because I manage my risk very well, which is why I am minus 1.6 or 1.3%, I believe. And yep, Oh, by the way, that's not 1.6. It was 1.06 or 03. But that's good. It just it yesterday in terms of analysis and market delivery, it was good, but my part of the execution wasn't. So let's see. Today I am going to be improving